Hello, Aquarius, and welcome to She-ruhz Tarot. This will be a general read, and it is general. Being general means it may or may not ring true to you. If it doesn't, don't worry. You can always watch your other signs, and maybe they will apply more appropriately to your situation at the time. I found that the sun, moon, and rising have all different aspects and affect you differently, such as the sun is how you think things through, the moon is how you emotionally react, and the rising, which is the ascending, is how you actually take action towards a situation. So sometimes those will affect your readings. You may find that you're sitting in air mode full of thought, or you're in the cups where you're feeling your emotions much more deeply. Fire, to where you're wanting to get out there and charge into something. And even earth, to where you just kind of want to take your time and, evaluate everything. Overall, with it being a general read, the energies within the read can be swapped or even intertwined. I've had that happen a lot for myself, to where it was a reading for love, and one card in the entire spread, it would be every other card would be them, me, then me, and it was a solid spread. So it literally can be intertwined. But at any rate, welcome again. If you like what you see, if you enjoy, please be sure to subscribe, like, and share. Also, make sure you hit that bell if you want to receive notice of any other posts that I apply. So here we go, and let's begin. I have already shuffled and dealt the cards. That is what takes the most time when you're watching a reading, as you know, with tarot. And I like to shake them so that they control what comes out. So sometimes that can take a long time. But at any rate, for Aquarius, yours came out pretty quickly, and they're pretty clear. For the overall energy here, for your oracle, it's to the sea. As you can see, I have all my cards here, the different decks that I'm using. And this one is the Wisdom of Oracle, and it's to the sea, which means you're going with the flow of a situation, which is normal for an Aquarius. Aquarius normally goes with the flow, which, is appropriate and apropos. Now for the center of the read, we have Nine of Fire, which is Nine of Wands. Being defensive, putting up your walls, being willing to put in that last fight. And it is the Queen of Earth that is in this situation, which is somebody that's down to earth, self-sufficient, self-reliant, a nurturing individual, and maybe a mother, a father of children, but somebody that's that puts other people above himself, but yet knows when to back up and take care of himself as well. A wonderful individual. And what we have blocking is the Four of Air. And with the Four of Air, it's taking time out. The Four of Air is Four of Swords. And you're taking time out. You need to heal because of whatever has, so to speak, your feathers in an uproar right now. Has you guarded, has you, standing at edge right now. So you're trying to keep yourself. When I did a clarification, the moon came out, and it can be an illusion of a situation with you standing there, and you're trying to make sure that you're not jumping to conclusions. You're trying to, you're taking time out to evaluate the situation, to heal, and not jump to conclusions over the situation. So in the recent past, we have the Hermit. And with the Hermit, we have the Ten of Swords that came out. And that's Virgo, by the way. And for the moon, it's Pisces. But with the Hermit, we're going deep within ourselves over a situation, trying to gain wisdom, knowledge over a situation, and the Ten of Swords, when it came out in reverse, it looks like what you're doing is you're coming to terms with a very bad break that you kind of got the rod into the stick. And it was deceptive. You know, there was wrongful situation that occurred, and you're coming to terms with understanding that. And so what's on your mind, which is interesting, we have 9 of air, 10 of air. A lot of air up in here. With 9 of air, it's 9 of swords, stressing, having sleepless nights, having difficulties, focusing basically. You're kind of concerned, you know, you're stressing whether or not, and with it being on its side, you're on the fence. You don't know if it's coming to an end, if it's going to be karmic and repeat, or if it's actually over, if the cycle is completed. And you don't know where you stand right now with that. So that can be beating you in the head pretty deeply, because Aquarius really likes to understand all situations. I am Aquarius rising, so Aquarius really likes to know and analyze and understand and comprehend all the ins and outs of what's occurring. So this is probably really driving you a little bit batty. So in the base of the situation, we have the High Priestess. And the High Priestess actually came out as the King of Pentacles. With the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is trying to use their intuition. They're trying to get some clarity, go deep within themselves, gain some knowledge, some inner wisdom. Kind of like the Hermit, but it's a little bit more because they're secretive. They're quiet about it. They keep it to themselves. Unlike the Hermit, they go off to the side, and then they come back when they finally, you know, get that peace and tranquility. And with the High Priestess, they keep that knowledge within themselves. And at any rate, so I did a little further research over this and found that we have the Knight of Pentacles and the High Priestess again. And so with the Knight of Pentacles, it is Virgo energy, earth energy. Again, we have Queen, King, and Knight. Very interesting that those are all out. But we're moving steadily and very slowly towards the High Priestess. So I am seeing the High Priestess as an individual. The King of Pentacles is wanting to be involved with the High Priestess, which is a Pisces. Not necessarily such the case, it's just the intuition, the intuitiveness of the individual. So what we have to come is the Seven of Pentacles here. And with clarity, or with clarification, we had the Fool come out, which is, you know, taking a leap of faith, jumping into something that we're not aware of, being childlike and innocent and eager and bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, ready to go forward and do things without having all the knowledge and understanding, which again is an Aquarius. It's interesting that Aquarius is for the Fool, but sadly it is. But with that clarified, because I had to get a little more deeper understanding, we had the Star, Aquarius again, moving towards a Knight of Swords, whether it be to gain truth and to cut out what doesn't serve us, or it's the Knight of Swords themselves, which is a Gemini or an air sign. Now, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Cups, opening our hearts, using our empathy, offering our cup of love. And a Tower came in, a sudden realization that the King of Wands, with the Eight of Cups, is walking away. Two of Swords, because they're indecisive. Three of Cups, of a friend, somebody in their community, family, friend. Hierophant, commitment. Five of Wands, they're conflicted, there's interference, little drama involved. Five of Pentacles, insecure, feeling left out. So there's a little bit of drama going on here. and ain't nothing an Aquarius can't handle. So when I asked for the most likely outcome, we had the Ace of Cups and the Two of Pentacles come out. And so I asked for clarification over the Two of Pentacles, which the King of Wands and the Four of Pentacles came out. So the King of Wands is, holding back. And they're kind of juggling about creating this new love. They're, push and pull. They don't know which way to go. So they're just holding back from actually doing anything. And so then I asked for clarification over the Four of Pentacles of why. And we had Four of Wands and Nine of Cups come out in reverse with the Six of Swords. With the Six of Swords, we're refusing to move on. We're refusing to move to calmer waters, to make things better, to bring peace into our life, which we need to be going with the flow here because, the Oracle says, go with the flow. But we're refusing to. And a lot of people, a lot of tarot readers say that they're coming back to you. And I don't know if that's necessarily the case, more so that they're just refusing to move on. And, things are up in the air in their home life, they're unstable where it comes to their home, their stability, their foundation. And they're not able to find their own happiness. They're kind of codependent on everybody else. They're depending on everybody else to provide them with happiness, which they need to find their own happiness, and I pray that they do. And so I clarified the Nine of Cups, and it came out Five of Pentacles. They are insecure. They feel left out. They feel pushed out into the cold. A very sad situation. However, when I did the guidance cards, my guidance cards, and the funny thing is at the bottom of this deck here, Five of Wands came out, and we had Five of Wands over here as well that I was reading through here. Five of Wands, conflict, drama, interference of other people. And then we're insecure, our home life isn't stable, but we're refusing to move on, which is interesting. That when I asked for guidance, Ascended Masters and Twin Flame came out, which makes perfect sense. With the Twin Flame, with the drama and the confusion and the needing the clarity and the pain and the guarding, it makes perfect sense for it to be the Twin Flame. With the Twin Flame, you have those ups and downs, that ebbs and flows, more ebbs than flows, and that's partly why you're kind of going with the flow here. It's because with the Twin Flame, that's really all you can do. Because you can really only go with the flow and try to have everything as smooth as possible. It's really just ride the waves and try not to cause any drama. And with the Ascended Masters, being through an Aquarius especially, guardians and protectors and angels, they are watching over you, they're helping you, they're guiding you, they're protecting you. And the biggest part is they're guiding you through this situation so that you know when to go with the flow, which is a very helpful situation. And so at the bottom of this deck, you want to visualize success. You want to see, you want to manifest all things coming to fruition, to being a positive outcome with your Twin Flame. Not always are you supposed to be with your Twin Flame. Your Twin Flame is not always a relationship that you have as a partner. A lot of times it's somebody that you contact periodically to feel better, to heal, and there's an energy that they put off that helps you, and you put off an energy for them. But that initial attraction to the twin flame. I found that you guys repel each other for quite a while. You go through separation, there's anger, there's missing, there's anger, there's resolving, there's anger, and you feel like it's a karmic situation. You feel like you're constantly going back and forth, but count on those ascended masters to guide you on what to do so you can go with the flow. And, you know, don't make assumptions. Take time to heal like you're doing, you know? You're taking time to heal. Preventing yourself from jumping to conclusions, grounding yourself, which is wonderful, using your intuition, moving steadily and methodically, looking at everything. Again, being grounded, because this individual, your twin, which they may very well be, a Gemini, an air sign also, they're feeling insecure about this situation. And go with the flow. And may all work out, because they are watching over you to help you. Okay, Aquarius, I hope this helped you. I hope this assisted you in understanding your situation and finding peace, and so you can move forward. If you enjoyed, please be sure to like, share, subscribe, and I look forward to having you come visit me once again. Again, thank you and welcome to She-ruhz Tarot. I look forward to being able to read your cards once again in the future.